So hello everyone and welcome to Career Launcher. So I hope you are aware that every Tuesday and Wednesday I meet you at 7 p.m. where I actually discuss GK and current affairs. So basically, in the last week on Tuesday and Wednesday, I had discussed most expected GK and current affairs question. So basically, part one and part two we have done. This is the part three that we are going to start today. And if you have not watched the previous videos, or if you are interested in watching the previous parts, what I would suggest is first go to our channel, please subscribe to it, go to the playlist, and here you will find this playlist, where you can click on view for playlist and watch these videos, the previous ones. I have already done part one, part two. Now today we'll be having part three at 7 p.m. and tomorrow, that is on Wednesday, at 7 p.m. we will be having the part four. Okay. So let us begin. Let us start. I think I'm audible and visible. If everything is fine, please write yes. The part four. So let us begin with the questions. So the first question is, who has been recently named as Times Woman of the Year 2025 award? And she's the only Indian woman in that list. Your options are Dr. Purnima Devi Burman, Dr. Rakshanda Khan, Dr. Shriyanka Patil, Dr. Gautami Nadhakarni. So Time is a very famous international level magazine. I hope you are aware, US based magazine. So it comes up with Time Person of the Year, Time Woman of the Year. So Time Woman of the Year, there is one Indian woman also there. You have to tell me the name of the lady. So the answer is option A, Dr. Purnima Devi Burman. A is the right answer to this question. She is from the state of Assam. And she is actually a biologist and wildlife conservationist. Okay, and she has been very much instrumental in protecting or for conservation of greater adjutant stock. So this is greater adjutant stock. And that is why earlier she was given Whitley Award and other awards also. So the answer to this question is option A. Now this is Time Woman of the Year. Can anyone tell me of 2025? Time Person of the Year 2024. Which person has got? Time Person of the Year 2024. Which person was given this? So this was actually, the person was actually on the top page, top cover of the Time magazine. Which person is being talked about? Please write. I'll be very happy to know. The right answer is Donald Trump. So agar Time Person of the Year pucha jaye, Time magazine, this is Time magazine's front cover. Time Person of the Year 2024. Okay, that is what you should be knowing, Donald Trump. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Who has recently been chosen as the leader of opposition in Delhi Legislative Assembly? I hope you are aware, this year we had seen elections, February 2025. We had seen elections in Delhi Legislative Assembly. I hope you are aware the elections happened and BJP got majority. And since Aam Aadmi Party did not get majority, Aam Aadmi Party had its leader of opposition, LOP ऐसे लिखने short में. ठीक है? So is the leader of opposition in Delhi Legislative Assembly? Please tell me. If you know the answer, please tell me. The right answer is option D, Atishi. Okay. And who is the chief minister, by the way? So leader of opposition to pata chal gaya. Atishi Marlena is actually she is from Aam Aadmi Party and she is the leader of opposition in Delhi Legislative Assembly. Please tell me who is actually the current chief minister. The current chief minister is Srimati Rekha Gupta. Okay, that is what you should know. So you can see Lieutenant Governor is Mr. Vinay Kumar Saxena. The chief minister is from BJP. Her name is Srimati Rekha Gupta, and Adishi is actually she is former chief minister and currently the leader of opposition in Delhi Legislative Assembly. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Name the fastest Indian batsman to score 14,000 runs in Champions Trophy against Pakistan at Dubai International Cricket Stadium. Challenges are sir, majority of question. Challenges we are trying our best to cover. If you keep on watching it, you will get benefit. but guarantee so I cannot take, because of course we cannot 100% guarantee, but what we are saying is we are trying our best to cover most of the things. तो जैसे मैंने फर्स्ट पार्ट सेकंड पार्ट में we had discussed अप्रैल, फिर मार्च में कवर करा रहा हूँ, फरवरी, इस तरह मैं कवर करा दूंगा. I'll try my best to cover at max. तो देखो 14,000 run, there are 3 batsmen that have already scored 14,000 run, है ना. The third one is Virat Kohli, but the fastest, he's the fastest one. First to score 14,000 run कौन थे? सचिन तेंदुलकर, है ना. So Sachin was the first to score 14,000 run. Sachin Tendulkar, I hope you are aware of him. The second one was actually K. Sangakkara from Sri Lanka. I'm sure you must have heard his name also. And the third one is Virat Kohli, but he's the fastest out of these 3. Okay. So that is why you should know. ODI मतलब one day international, which is played 50 over match. है ना, जो जानते होंगे. The next is India is set to develop its first offshore airport near what? Offshore मतलब एकदम shore पर नहीं, उसके थोड़ा और अंदर जाके पानी में, हल्का सा, मतलब that is what the idea है ना. Not exactly on the shore. So actually Vadhavan port develop करने जा रहे हैं. We are developing Vadhavan port, and on that there will be a airport also. So A is the right answer, है ना. India plans its offshore airport near Mumbai, है ना. Vadhavan airport will also be there, and Vadhavan में there is a port also going to be developed. ठीक है, that is what you should be knowing it, है ना. Offshore मतलब man-made island में लिखा ना. Offshore यानी समुद्री तट पर नहीं, बल्कि थोड़ा अंदर पानी में जाके, तो island में of course होगा. If this is the shore, ये land है, this is the water, so somewhere here, है ना. So this is the place actually what we call it as island में, है ना. The offshore हो गया ना, shore से दूर, so that is called as offshore. Okay. Okay. हाँ, यहाँ पे महाराष्ट्र है. This is Maharashtra, and this is Vadhavan, है ना. Okay. Offensive offshore port and all. Now let's move on further. Recently, PM Modi laid the foundation stone of Bageshwar Dham Medical Science Research Institute in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand. What is the right answer to this question? The right answer is in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Just remember this fact. A is the right answer. Garha village, Chhatarpur district, Madhya Pradesh. A is the right answer. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. This is very, very important. India has got which rank in Global Innovation Index this year, 2024? So in 2015 we had 81 rank, but we have improved over the years. And in 2024, which rank? What is the rank that India has got? Global in Global Innovation Index. See, innovation means, I hope you are aware, you can understand the concept, means to innovate something new, है ना. So basically you need a conducive atmosphere, है ना. There should be, है ना, that is the idea behind it. So that is how the scores are calculated, depending upon how easy it is or how the conducive the environment is to ensure that there can be innovation in that country. Okay. And this is released by WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization, and India has got 39th rank. C is the right answer. Okay. India got 39th rank mila. And who has got rank 1? So Switzerland has got rank 1 in Global Innovation Index. Okay. And the organization which releases this report is called as WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. Okay. This is what you should be knowing. And WIPO is headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland. So let me show. Here is India. This is actually Europe. Okay. And यहाँ पर एक country है Switzerland. Okay. So in Switzerland, there is a city called as Geneva. Okay, let's move on to the next one. India's first dedicated center to help children and youth combat internet and technology addiction will be established at AFC Pune, Jipmar Puducherry, AIMS Delhi, King George Medical University, Lucknow. What is the right answer to this question? बताइए. देखो, nowadays we are seeing this also, that people are getting addicted to internet, mobile addiction, etc. is happening. So there is a need for de-addiction, and so that, of course, this is becoming sometimes a disease also. So in AIIMS Delhi, this center was established to ensure that there should be de-addiction of internet technology, etc., especially for children and all. Center to help children, youth fight internet addiction to be set up at AIIMS Delhi. So C is the right answer to this question. The next is, recently archaeologists have uncovered 4,000-year-old wooden pipes that they said could be linked to Britain's world-renowned Stonehenge. Actually, this is Stonehenge, okay? And this is actually old, or you can say architectural building, or whatever you can say, architectural structure. This is found in UK or Britain, okay? But something similar to that was found in Denmark also. Recently we have seen. Okay, Stonehenge, ye ancient architectural marvel hai, ya whatever you can say, like pyramid is there in Egypt, something similar to that. C is the right answer to this question. In Denmark, C is the right answer. Okay. So this is Europe. Yes, you can see. So there is England, UK, aapko milega Stonehenge. Similarly, we have seen something similar structure in Denmark, and the capital of Denmark is Copenhagen. Okay, that is what you should be knowing. Okay, let's move on further. Recently, US President announced that it will introduce a dash card to provide citizenship to foreigners at US dollar. This is the US dollar $5 million per. So if you are not a US citizen, you want to get a US citizen, become a US citizen, you can pay $5 million and get this card. This was started by Donald Trump. Which card is being talked about? What is the right answer? The right answer is option D. Gold card is the right answer. US proposed immigration $5 million का. So अब यहाँ भी देख सकते हो फर्स्ट पोस्ट के आर्टिकल है. Trump unveils 5 million gold card with this mugshot, है ना. So इसमें ट्रम्प की फोटो ही बनी है, ठीक है. Okay, let's move on to the next one. The Indian Navy crew will operate dash the stealth frigate. So the frigate एक तरह का ship होता है. Frigate is actually a type of a naval ship, navy ship, under construction in Russia. Okay. So we have bought this navy ship, stealth frigate, from Russia. What is its name? Anyone? The right answer is INS Tamal. So B is the right answer. Okay. So yeah, INS Tamal, India's last imported warship. Now we'll be manufacturing by our own self. So June it will start. It will be we will start using it. But the Navy will start using it. Okay, that is what you should be knowing. Okay. The next one is, recently Dash and Indian Navy has tested naval anti-ship missile NASM-SR. So ये naval anti-ship missile. This is a missile which can destroy the ship. It has been tested from integrated test range at Chandipur. This is a place in Odisha where the test has been done. So Indian Navy, along with which organization? Of course, DRDO manufactures it. Defense Research Development Organization manufactures this equipment, or what we call it as this missile. Okay, NASM-SR, Naval Anti-Ship Missile. So A is the right answer to this question. And where is Chandipur? So this is Odisha. This is Chandipur. Yeah, this is tested. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Recently, a 5th century wooden stitched ship recreated using ancient stitching technique. एक ship बनाई गई जो old fashioned style में, जैसे पहले बनाई जाती थी ship, जैसे old style में, है ना, using fiber stitching, है ना, wooden rope, etc. So this has been recently launched in Diwar Island, in which state of India? This is the old way of building ship. Old way. of shipbuilding. Old style. है ना? So recently inaugurated, launched in Goa, Diwar Island. Okay, so C is the right answer to this question. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Who has been recently appointed as the new chairman of SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India? Your options are Tuhin Kanta Pandey, Robin Gill, Biplav Kumar Ghosh, Narendra Singh. What is the right answer? New chairman of SEBI. The right answer is option A. Tuhin Kanta Pandey is the right answer. He is the new chairman of SEBI. This is important, actually. You know? What is the job of SEBI? This is an institution which regulates stock markets in India. Stock market, especially Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange. There are two very famous stock exchange, BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange, and NSE, National Stock Exchange. Both are headquartered in Mumbai. Okay. So these two are primarily regulated by SEBI. Regulation, matlab, it ensures that there should not be any fraud or something like that. And that is what you should be doing. Okay. So SEBI was formed in 1988, but later on SEBI Act was formed and it was given statutory power. So SEBI Act baad mein bana tha. Okay. Headquartered in Mumbai, and the new chairman is Mr. Tuhin Kanta Pandey. Student was saying static GK was more, very few current. Aditya, it depends actually. Okay, so there is no guarantee that next time it will ask less current affairs and more static GK. It depends upon the question maker. Okay, कभी static ज़्यादा होता है, कभी current ज़्यादा होता है. ठीक है. So that is why we cannot completely ignore current affairs. Now, this is a very famous question which is being asked in Bombay Stock Exchange में कि Asia's oldest stock market or stock exchange. So, ये तो static का question हो गया. So whenever I am discussing current affairs, I am discussing static part also. ठीक है. So this is a very famous question being asked in different exam, that Asia's oldest stock exchange क्या है? So the answer is Bombay Stock Exchange. ठीक है. It was established in 1875, and if you add 150, it becomes 2025. So we are celebrating 150 years of Bombay Stock Exchange. ठीक है. And its index is Sensex. Index means with the help of which we calculate the performance of private companies. That is what you should be knowing. Okay. Similarly, National Stock Exchange is there in India, whose index is Nifty. Let's move on further. Which of the following ports in India has first to inaugurate a decarbonization project on alternate fuel sources? A fuel source, generally we are using fuels like petrol, diesel, natural gas, fossil fuel, etc. Alternate fuel source मतलब होता है कि we are moving towards renewable energy or energy which is causing less pollution. ठीक है. So the Chidambaram port or Tuticorin port कहते हैं. This you will find it in Tamil Nadu. ठीक है. So it is actually now using green hydrogen, green ammonia, green methane, and green methanol. So these are the terms to be used. Okay. These are the types of fuels that will be used in this port, Chidambaram port in Tamil Nadu, for ensuring energy supply or electricity supply. Okay. The next is scientists have uncovered compelling evidence that there was an ancient ocean in this planet. Which one? Mars, Venus, Neptune, Jupiter. What is the right answer? बताइए. Anyone? So the right answer is Mars. A is the right answer. है ना? Now, देखो आप देख सकते हो नहीं इसका कुछ images वगैरह भी आया कि perhaps there was a ocean here, etc. Now, why is Mars called as red planet? Can anyone tell me? Why Mars is called as red planet? The answer is iron oxide. A is the right answer. Okay. So that is what you should be doing. So let me talk a little bit about universe. This is Sun. Okay, let me change the color of the pen. So this is Sun, and this is Mercury. This is Venus. This is Earth. This is Mars. This is Jupiter. This is Saturn. Uranus. Neptune. Okay. Now, मार्स और जुपिटर के बीच में जो ये वाला रीजन है, this region is called as asteroid belt, है ना, where you will find a lot of asteroids. So asteroid belt is there. ठीक है. So sometimes this question, a type of question is asked. The asteroid belt is found where? Okay. And Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. So these four are called as terrestrial planet. Terrestrial planet means planets which are made of rocks. And these are Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. These Pluto is not there. Saturn, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. These are called as Jovian planet. Jovian means which are made of gas. Okay, that is what you should know. So Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Jovian हो गया. और Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars जो हो गया, terrestrial हो गया. Pluto का planet रहा नहीं, तो एक तो Pluto भी हुआ करता था, but now it is no more a planet. Okay, let's move on to the next one. The next question says, name the author of India's book on autoimmune disease called as Healing Autoimmune Condition. So autoimmunity क्या होती है? Immunity क्या होती है? Immunity, I hope you understand. So for example, if a disease causing bacteria or any disease causing bacteria or virus attacks your body fights back. This is called as immunity, right? So our body actually attacks or kills the pathogen or the incoming disease causing substance. But sometimes what happens is our body, the immune response actually behaves abruptly and it starts killing our own cells. That's called as autoimmune disease. So recently, there's a book has been made, written. Dr. Rajnath Shachi has written this book. That is what you should be knowing. So अपने ही सेल को डिस्ट्रॉय करने लगता है, उसको autoimmune condition कहते हैं. So A is the right answer. Let's move on to the next one. Name the autobiography of Nobel Peace Prize winner Kailash Satyarthi. I hope you are aware he got Nobel Prize in 2015 along with Malala Yousafzai. Malala Yousafzai from Pakistan. So Kailash Satyarthi was given Nobel Peace Prize in 2014 for his achievement of against child labor. I hope you are aware. Anna is having an NGO called as Bachpan Bachao Andolan. Bachpan Bachao, इस तरह करके नाम है, Bachao Andolan, something like that. ठीक है, इनकी autobiography आई है. Autobiography को memoir भी कहते हैं, आत्मकथा, writing about yourself. उसका नाम क्या है? दिया सलाई. तो यहाँ लिखा हुआ भी. And it is written in Hindi. So if you know the Hindi, you can answer it. So A is the right answer to this question. Let's move on further. अगर आप चाहो, if you want to know, see, sometimes I have seen the history of Nobel prizes are asked in CUET. मैंने देखा ये question. ठीक है. So what you do is just search this on YouTube, all about Career Launcher Law Entrance, and you will get this video. Please go and watch it. This is on our Law Entrance channel, but this would be very, very helpful. Why I'm saying, because Nobel Prize पर जो static question है ना, this is a static, like past में जो हो चुका है ना, who is the first Indian to win Nobel Prize, an Indian who won Nobel Prize in physics, and like that, or the one who has researched on genetic codes, etc., and which is the Indian who has got this. इस तरह question आता है ना. So these things actually I have taught in this class. So please go and watch it. This will be very, very, very important. Okay, for you all. Let's move on further. Which of the following organization has been selected for exploration of copper and cobalt in Zambia? ISRO, Geological Survey of India, NMDC, National Mineral Development Corporation, or Ministry of External Affairs? What is the right answer? Apply the comments. It's of course Geological Survey of India. Geology से related है ना, copper, cobalt extraction, etc. है ना. Zambia is in a country in Africa. So where is India? This is Zambia. So ये जो है ना, this is actually दिस इज अफ्रीका कॉन्टिनेंट, ठीक है, और यहाँ पर ज़ाम्बिया मिलेगा, ठीक है. सो जस्ट रिमेंबर इट. And that India Geological Survey of India has got the approval to explore copper and cobalt in this region. The next is what makes the recently dogged post. ये वाला important is, so you can skip it. The next one is nearly dash of the global population does not have access to education in the language they speak. मतलब जो mother tongue है उसमें उनको they do not get education in the mother tongue. That is recently UNESCO's Global Education Monitoring Team has found. So how much percentage of population in the world do not get the language education in their mother tongue? So the answer is 40%. C is the right answer. Okay. 40% of the world lacks access to education in their native language or mother language. That is what UNESCO has found. अच्छा, UNESCO का full form क्या होता है? United Nation Educational, Scientific, Cultural Organization, UNESCO. And where it is headquartered? Paris, France. Okay, so this is what you should know. C is the right answer. Anna. Okay, if you want to know more about United Nations, I have made a video. Just you have to search on YouTube. You will get this, because sometimes questions are asked from UN that sixth principal organ, where is the headquarter of International Court of Justice, where is the headquarter of UN, etc. These types of questions are also asked. The next is recently Donald Trump signed an executive order designating dash as the official language of US. Please tell me. If you know the answer, please write it in the comment. I'll be very happy to know. So the right answer is option C, English. Of course, common sense says अमेरिका में मोस्टली इंग्लिश ही बोली जाती है, सो बी वुड बी द राइट आंसर. मैंडरिन जो है ना, चाइनीज को मैंडरिन कहते हैं, ठीक है. So the right answer is B. And designating English as the official language. The next is what is the key feature of a locomotive? Railway engine को कहते हैं locomotive, है ना, railway engine. That was manufactured at Dahod plant. Dahod is actually a place in Gujarat. And it is 9,000 horsepower. तो ये वाला इंजन जो है, इसमें what is so special about it? So the answer is option B. It includes a CUET system and AC. तो AC भी होगा, ट्रेन में इंजन ड्राइवर को AC मिलेगा. First, and CUET system क्या होता है? This is called as CUET system. So basically, CUET system is actually anti automatic train protection system भी कहते हैं, और anti collision you can say technology is there. For example, God forbid, if the two trains come on the same track, then with the help of CUET, automatic braking will happen. Okay, so here the automatic braking, and here also both the trains will have an automatic braking, and it will actually save accidents. That is what the idea is, but it is not implemented in entire India, but it is in a process. Like, okay, the idea behind this is that there will be automatic braking. Okay, so the right answer is B is the right answer. The next is, who is the newly inaugurated president of Uruguay as of 2025? New president of Uruguay. Uruguay is a country in South America. The right answer is option C, Yamandu or C. And B is the right answer. So अगर देखो यहाँ पर India है, this is India, this is South America, and this is Uruguay. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. What is the primary source of methane emission from Arctic glacier studied by scientists? Arctic Ocean की बात हो रही है ना. So methane are actually trapped inside the geological formation. So basically, what is the case? B is the right answer. देखो actually क्या है? जो here is India, this is Russia. तो ये वाला जो region है ना, इसको Arctic Ocean कहते हैं ना. So inside this Arctic Ocean and beneath this, you will find basically this is entirely covered with snow and all, है ना? Or so, and beneath that you will find, beneath the snow you will find methane trapped. मीथेन का फॉर्मूला होता है CH4. Methane is trapped inside it. Let's move on to the next one. Why is Firefly Aerospace Blue Ghost recently in news? So Firefly Aerospace is actually a US company. This is the first company who has landed it on moon. First private lunar lander to land on moon. Okay, lunar मतलब moon पर. Okay, like we had sent Chandrayaan mission, ISRO इंडिया ने भेजा था. Similarly, US की एक private company है ना? This has actually sent a lunar mission or a moon mission, and their lander has landed successfully. ठीक है? That is what you should be knowing. The next is which country will host G20 summit this year? So for 2023 में India hosted G20 summit. I hope you are aware. भारत मंडपम में. In 2025, who will host G20 summit this year? And G20 में there are 19 countries plus entire European Union plus entire African Union. है ना? What is the right answer? So this year South Africa will be hosting Johannesburg में. So A is the right answer. South Africa will host G20 summit in 2025. ठीक है. Red color की जो countries हैं, these are the members. Like India is the member. ठीक है. China is the member. Russia is the member. Just rough idea होना चाहिए. Saudi Arab, etc. ठीक है. So these are the members. Let's move on. What position India has got in global biofuel production? ये इतना important नहीं for CUET. You can skip it. है ना? Now let's move on to the next one. देखो dolphin, river dolphin. I hope you are aware. It is very famous in Ganga. है ना? Gangetic river dolphin. This is the national aquatic animal of India also. है ना? National aquatic animal of India. Na? And I hope you are aware. This is not a fish. A fish nahi hai rather. It's a mammal. Okay. So recently, actually, what happened was population estimation was done about the river dolphin. So which state is having the maximum river dolphin? Bihar, West Bengal, UP, Assam. So the right answer is Uttar Pradesh. C is the right answer. तो अगर आप खुद से कॉमन सेंस लगाओगे तो देखो गंगा ऐसे जाती है. दिस इज गंगा. दिस इज गंगा रिवर. ओके है ना? एंड अगर आप यूपी का स्टेट देखोगे तो द यूपी स्टेट इज दिस मच. इतना बड़ा है ना. दिस इज यूपी एंड दिस इज बिहार. ठीक है. तो देखो यूपी में इतना सारे गंगा और गंगा ही में मोस्टली यू विल फाइंड ऑन गंगा एक्चुअली यू विल फाइंड दिस गैंगेटिक डॉल्फिन. ठीक है. दैट इज व्हाट यू शुड बी नोइंग. लेट्स मूव ऑन. व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग कंपनी हैज कमेंस्ड ट्रायल ऑफ हाइड्रोजन पावर्ड हेवी ड्यूटी ट्रक्स इन इंडिया? तो हाइड्रोजन पावर में बेनिफिट ये होता है कि हाइड्रोजन रिएक्ट्स विद ऑक्सीजन, इट फॉर्म्स एमिशन ऑफ वाटर. सो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड या कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड इस टाइप की चीज नहीं निकलती है. So comparatively better, it is considered as comparatively better. So which company has started this hydrogen powered heavy duty trucks in India? The right answer is Tata Motors. A is the right answer. आप देख सकते हो, this is Tata Motors, है ना? India's first hydrogen truck trials. Let's move on to the next one. What is the primary purpose of Vantara, which was inaugurated, which was where PM Modi visited in Jamnagar in Gujarat? I hope you are aware. This is actually the place controlled by Reliance Foundation. Hai? So basically, this is actually a rescue and rehabilitation center. It is a private zoo type thing, but it is also a rescue rehabilitation center also. Hai? So the most appropriate answer would be B is the right answer to this question. Okay. So this is the state of Gujarat. Hai? And here you will find Jamnagar mein Vantara in Jamnagar. Jamnagar is also famous for one more thing. Can anyone tell me in the comments? It is also famous for one more thing. So it is actually famous for Jamnagar is famous for largest oil refinery in India. Okay. This also you should be knowing it. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. India's first green hydrogen blending plant recently inaugurated where? Again, green hydrogen, these are environment friendly technology, eco friendly technology. So recently it was inaugurated in Tirupati. So B is the right answer in Andhra Pradesh. Tirupati mein you will find temple also, Tirupati temple. So B is the right answer to this question. Okay, B is the right answer to this question. Okay, yes, here is Tirupati, here is Andhra Pradesh. This is the state of Andhra Pradesh. And this is Tirupati. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Yeah, this is not very important, so we are skipping it. Who will host FIDE World Cup this year? Actually, FIDE is nothing but chess World Cup, chess match. Agar chess nahi bhi likha, so FIDE is actually a tournament or a sort of a World Cup for chess. It will be actually hosted by India. In which city? You have to tell me. So the answer is option C, New Delhi. So that most likely it will happen in Bharat Mandapam or Yasho Bhumi. Both are in Delhi. इसी दोनों में से कोई एक जगह होगा, ठीक है? In either of the two places we will see. Bharat Mandapam actually is very famous. This you will find it in near Pragati Maidan, na? And why it is important? Because the G20 summit 2023 happened here. Okay, in India, we had hosted G20 summit and it happened in Bharat Mandapam. That is why this is very, very important. Okay. So this is all about today's class. I'll be meeting you tomorrow, that is Wednesday at 7 p.m. where I'll discuss further from here. Okay. So please subscribe to the channel, press the like button, share this video. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.